Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. I made a video earlier about the option to be able to skip to combat rating 210. And I got like a billion questions about on the subject. So I basically started answering the questions, but there's a lot of questions that came back. So I thought if there was a time to make a Q&A video, this was the time. So basically today, in this video, I'm going to try to answer at least some of your questions, if not most of your questions, that you had concerning the option to skip to combat training 210. The reason why I won't be able to answer all your questions, that there's a few things that I don't have the answer to. Like in some, there's quite a few of you for whom the option did not seem to work, or you could not get it for free. You had to pay for it. I'm not sure why, so I can't really answer those questions, but I'll do what I can to try to answer those questions. So I'll try to take the questions as you guys asked it, so that it's easier for me to keep track of everything, and hopefully I'll be able to answer all the questions. So let's get started. So our friend Swags asks, if we do we get 2 if we're legendary? No, it's only 1 per account. So everyone, and also one question that keeps on coming back is that, was this only for members? Was this only for legendary players? No, everyone should have at least 1 skip to combat rating 210 for free. So whether you're a member, a free-to-play player, a premium player, everyone should have at least 1 for free. Obviously, if your character is higher than 210, you cannot use the option. Like you can see my multiverse character is combat rating 250 something. Obviously, it does not have the option to be able to skip to 210. So obviously, if your character is higher than 210, that might be why some of you guys do not have the option. Maybe all your characters are higher than 210. But in order to be able to use the option, you must have the advanced character level option enabled on your character selection screen. And when you select the option, like you can see here, I have the option to skip to combat rating 210. On my previous video, like you can see here, there's a little market cash sign next to the skip to combat rating 210. When I made my video, I did not have the little marketplace cash thingy. I will show it to you in just a sec. So as you just saw, I did not have the little market cash option next to the option. So you can see all my characters that are low-level, quote-unquote low-level characters, they do have that option. And I'm going to use our friend, my Brainiac character, to show you, like in the case of my Brainiac character, I have the option to skip to level 25, and I have the option to skip to level 210, since obviously my Brainiac character is only level 15. And if I had also a brand new character, I would probably have the option to also skip the tutorial. So depending on, maybe some of you guys do not have the option because your characters are higher than combat rating 210. If that's the case, then obviously you cannot get the skip to combat rating 210 for free, and you cannot get it at all on your character. And in order to be able to get it for free, you get it for free on 1 character. But afterwards, you have to pay for it. From what I understand, it's 50 bucks for the option. Someone mentioned that that's what the... well, let's give it a try. Hopefully I won't buy it by accident. So you can see it's basically $50 for the option to be able to skip to combat rating 210. So again, a lot of players are telling me that the option is not working. The only reason I can think of right now why it's not working is that possibly your character is higher than combat rating 210, so that might be why it is not working. Creeper Gamer 45 was wondering why basically in my video my character was combat rating 189. Quite simply, like you can see right now, my combat rating is combat rating 210. But the reason why my character was combat rating like 189 was because I had not equipped my hand blasters. Like you can see my hand blasters here. If I equip my old hand blasters, which are combat rating level 1, you can see how my combat rating goes down to 189. So basically, the only reason why my character was not 210 in my video is because for some reason I had not equipped my hand blasters. But if I equip, basically once you equip every single pieces of gear that you were given, once you reach 210, it does raise your combat rating at 210. So again, a lot of people are asking me, is it only for members? No, it's for everyone. So whether you're a free-to-play player, whether you're a premium player, or whether you're a legendary player, everyone should have the option to be able to skip to combat rating 210 for free on a single character. Basically, they mentioned that as on the forum. If you go to the forums, there's the announcement section, and that's where they've announced that the option to skip to combat rating 210 was available for free as a free gift, and they also mentioned that it is available for everyone. Reggae J asks, how many characters do I have? I have roughly 50 characters. I have like 32 on PlayStation 4, and I have like 22 more on PC. So roughly I have about 50 characters. So I have some of you guys, basically some of you guys are telling me it doesn't work, but a bunch of you told me that no, they tried it and it actually works. So again, if it doesn't work, odds are your character is higher than 210. That's the only reason I can think of right now. If for some reason you really should be able to get it for free and you do not get it for free, just go ask either write a ticket. I'm not sure how to write a ticket because I've never done it myself, but I know that you can write a ticket to support and they should be able to fix whatever issue you have, or go to the forums. On the forum section, there is a section where you can report bugs or ask questions about bugs. So you could go there and ask if maybe someone from support can help you if truly it doesn't work. And someone mentioned that it's on the new tune, not an old one. Actually, it can be a pretty old one. Like this character was created at least 6 months ago, maybe as far as a year ago. So it can be either an old character or a new character, but the character has to be lower than 210. Again, if the character is 210 or more, obviously the option will not be available for it. So again, someone asked if it's only for members. No, it should be for everyone. And it should be there should be at least one free for everyone. So it's like the first one is free, and then if you want more, you have to pay for it. So some of you guys say that you have to pay even though you have membership. Well, it depends. If it's the first one, no, the first one should be free, whether you're a member or not. But if you have to pay, then odds are maybe if you're trying to get a second one for free, it doesn't work like that. It's only one for free per account. And Safe Desoff asks if I can show how to get more skip to combat rating 210. Well, I showed it a bit earlier, but I'll show it again. So again, basically what you really need to do is that you have to go on the advanced character level, and you have the option skip to combat rating 210. Obviously, since I've already used the free one that they gave us, now I have to pay if I want to be able to skip with other characters. And also in the past, I had skipped I forget which character, but basically we had like last year we had skipped to combat rating 170 or something like that. And I already used that option. Someone asked if we did that before in the past, maybe that's why we don't have the option anymore. No, whenever they gave us the option to skip to a certain combat rating for free, I've used the option. Like the first time I think we could skip to combat rating 100, then we could skip to combat rating 170, and now we can skip to combat rating 210. So I've used every year I've used the option, and every year I was able to get it at least once for free. There's even one time when we got, if we were a legendary player, we got 2 skip. I think it was when it was for combat rating 100. We could do it twice if we were a legendary player. Someone asked what monitor or TV I use. Basically, I use a Toshiba TV. Right now, I have a 32-inch TV, I think. At some point, I was using like a 40-inch TV. Basically, I use also my TV as my computer screen. What I do is I plug in an HDMI cable, and my TV usually works as both my TV, my screen for my PlayStation 4, and usually my computer. So someone mentioned that it worked. Also, someone asked until when is it available? The option should be available for free until January 31st, 2019. So until January 31st, 2019, you should be able to skip to combat rating for free on a single character. But after that, you're going to have to pay like everyone else. And also, just to be sure that everyone understands, basically you get a full House of L set of gear, and you can see that gear is combat rating 183. Once you equip all your gear, then your character will be 210. And the style of the gear is the House of L 2019 that you see right now. I've made a video about the House of L style, so if you just want more information about that, I made a video about it. And also, as you can see, you get a whole bunch of stuff. Let me check. You get a whole bunch of stuff with your once you reach combat training 210. So you get a few things like Proto Bank Bot, Proto Broker Bot. I did show that in the video, but just in case some people don't seem to know it just yet. We got a few radar enhancers. We got some supporting golden exobytes. I should probably make a video at some point to explain what these are for. You got some nth metal detector, and you got a whole bunch of nth metal to be able to level up your artifacts. Like basically you can choose one artifact. I chose this one because my character is a tank. But you got a whole bunch of stuff to be able to level up your artifact, and also to be able to break through at various levels. We pretty much have what we need to be able to break through at least up to level 80. So we should be able to raise our artifact to level 80, and we should have everything we need to be able to break through up to level 80. Again, I will probably make a video about that. Like we even get the 4 seals of preservations and a whole bunch of other stuff. And also I've seen someone asked how many skill points do we get. I have to admit, I have no idea. Basically right now this character is at 88 skill points, but I think I had maybe 15 skill points, maybe a bit more. So I guess we get roughly 75 skill points once we skip to combat rating 210. I can't tell for sure because I didn't really pay attention, and I know I already had a few skill points, but I would say roughly we get maybe 70, 75, maybe 80 skill points. But again, I would probably say 70, 75 skill points. Some people also are wondering which feat do we get. I'm not sure I want to go through all the feats to be able to show which ones we get. And also I already had a few feats with this character, so that would probably be misleading. I wouldn't be able to show you exactly the feats. There's a few feats that would probably show you that my character already had before raising the combat rating to 210. So, but roughly you get a whole bunch of feats, and I think you get about roughly 70, 75 skill points worth of feat. So that's pretty much it for this Q&A. I think I pretty much went through most of the questions that you guys asked. Again, if you're not certain, if it doesn't seem to work for you, again, I would suggest either write a ticket to the support team. Maybe they will be able to help you, or go to the forums. On the forum section, there's a section where we can talk about bugs, where we can ask questions about certain bugs, and maybe there's already information over there explaining to people why maybe it doesn't work for them, or if there's some sort of bug about the whole thing. So again, I would strongly suggest either contact support and send them a ticket, or go to the forums and look through the section that discuss if there's a bug or not. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.